Hi there, I'm Grey Hunter, and welcome back to Armageddon. So, we have got shuttles to search. That's a hard mouthful, apparently. So, I'll write down our Devil Dog. Here. A Sentinel here. Tanky. Infantry. Infantry. Anti-tank infantry. Salamander Commander down there. Reduced can go in here. Another tank. Gunship. Infantry. Bit more spread out than I would like to be. Get one more unit. I like looking at these Rough Riders, they might be useful in this. Or this Venator. Let's pick one of these up. It looked like it would be quite useful. Pop you in here. And we will search the sites. First orc spotted. Alright. The next one is up here, so leave the Devil Dog. Alright, you're going to push down here. This river's going to be annoying. 2, 3, 4 there. 2, 3 there. Send the air support in this direction. Ooh, you've got something you can shoot. Alright, that's a few less orky boys. Outranging them is nice. Alright. Yeah, you're not going to win that fight. You should have an amazing chance of killing them. Bring up the flame boys. Oh, one of you survives. That's just annoying. I wanted to bring the tank through like that. His general survival is just annoying. Okay. Let's do a special action here. Control at least 2 crash sites until the end of the mission. Alright, so I just need to control them. I don't know which ones are the crash sites. That's the problem. Yeah, you can come down here with some speed and then... That's a orc one. It's a crash site. Hopefully the other turn we'll get an update. Oh, that's a lot of Gretchen. This force might be in trouble. I mean, the orcs are also in trouble. Excellent. So this is one of them. I need to pour more guys into this, don't I? So is that now an objective? See, that's become an objective. So you guys are gonna need more help. God, will that guy just die? Alright. I need something efficient with my points now. Fire support. 2 to 3. Battle cannon, last cannon. Weapon upgrade. But it's just spending too much, I think. Pop some infantry down. They can play catch up. Everybody is shot now. Right. Hopefully that counts as a dug in position. Ooh, we just lost a command vehicle. Right. You need to replenish losses. Keep killing him. So this one wasn't a replacement position. That is less than ideal. Alright. Let's zoom you down here. Bring the artillery up. Orcs in the open. He finally dies. That's him dead as well. Oh, no, undo move. Make sure everyone is shot. Okay, so I think we need more troops up here. get me. I want to try these guys out. Yeah, do not like those guys, do they? Alright. You push down here. Get to there. Confirm the kill. Alright, so there is one all the way down there. Got a white surrender flag on it for some reason. Move the infantry up. That unit is broken, so not too much of a worry. Let's kill the boys, they're more of a threat. I do like killing units off. There are no supply lines here, do not care. They got a good number of kills. That experience is racking up as well. Right. There you go, so boys. Alright. Survivors found. That's the second victory point. Okay, that went poorly. Ooh, they're in range of us. It's rude. Good wagon with cannon, I suppose, yeah. I feel like I've lost one of those units. So we are slowly merging our way through this lot. Alright. Nearly forgot to fire the rocket launchers at the big thing. Got 2,000 points left. I really need to start conserving these. I'm spending a little bit too much, I feel. Yeah, flamethrower unit gone. There was something down there that went zap. The hair for extraction. Okay. Also, did it just say enough guys have been looted? Okay. Pretty sure it just said enough guys have been looted. Oh, not actually bad, actually. These guys. We'll continue to hold that. We'll move the Devil Dog down. Reduce their fire support. You found a bunch of grots. And a whole load of extra boys. A little bit worried for their survival chances. Oh no, lost the fighters as well. Yeah. Okay, he pushing himself far south was a mistake. Right. We need to get those off, otherwise I lose. I need to pull these guys back. Okay. Move the devil dog up. Can we retreat faster than they can advance? Manage their losses. I need something fast. Place my walker. That number is getting a little lower than I would like. There's a looter, boys. Far long enough for me to replenish you. Excellent. You kill them. Take that. Manage your losses. Oh, they took more fireball than expected. Them still being alive is annoying. End the mission. They're not attacking because they know they'll die. Oh, where'd that thing come from? We need to kill them and get this guy up there. Put fire into that stupid shooty boy thing. Finish losses on those guys. Run him up. Alright. That counts as a defensive position. Oh god, they're flanking me. Extraction imminent. Nice losses. Is it Mega Nubs? Okay, there you guys are in trouble. Engaging the kill cannon is going to be brutal. Because it can hit everything, apparently. I don't see how I'm doing this without taking any more losses. I'm gonna have to spend, aren't I? Annihilator's got lots of glass cannons. Okay, that's not expensive though. Might have to go for basic Lehman Russ. This southern one, I think I pushed out too far. He's going to die as well, so it's Mega Knobs. He's supposed to stop this, but I guess. Ah, victory. Thank the Emperor.
Deathmire has fallen. Even now the orcs are overrunning the hive. There are refugees fleeing, lines of people tens of kilometers long, and they were the lucky ones. And now, warp storms surround the planet, isolating us, cutting us off from help. We are truly lost. Commander, there is nothing more you can do on Armageddon Prime. You can use the void ship you have recovered and go to Secundus.
No! I have been monitoring communications between this officer and yourself. She speaks of cowardice and skirts heresy. We will stay and die with honor, just as the governor ordered us to do.
Weekly ship. Yeah.
Very well. But quoting Yarrick every time we disagree will not stop me performing a summary execution should you falter in your duties.
Citizens of Armageddon, there is no denying that these are dark times. Through the despicable guile of the orcs and, I'm afraid to say, incompetence and cowardice in a small number of our serving forces, the Xenos have taken Armageddon Prime. But those of us still living should fear not. The equatorial jungle is dense, impenetrable. Their crude and shambolic vehicles can't get through the undergrowth. Like any hungry, stupid predator, they will now be sated and dozy from their feast. The orcs will not cross into Armageddon Secundus. You have my word. So let the beasts gloat over their short-lived victory. 80% of our industry remains in the south, in my hands. And this industrial might produces weapons of war day and night. When we strike back, our victory will be fast and total. Now sleep easy in your beds, while I tirelessly plan to reconquer the north.
Commander,
What's that?
I have received word from Captain Carone. He states that the orcs are swarming out of the jungle, and he is holding the line against them along the Minas River. He desperately needs reinforcements, but so far none have been assigned. I suggest you make for the captain's defensive position and lend him much-needed aid.
For once I concur with the adjunct commander. You may not wish to throw your men away in needless battles, but this is a crucial action.
Emperor's mercy, thank you, Commander. Von Straub has finally seen sense and sent us some reinforcements. Why did it take so long?
We've not been sent by it.
I can't even credit that fat fool for this. Then the Emperor himself must have directed you here. In any event, the orcs are preparing another attack. My forces are shattered. Without your help, we will not hold this time.
We will fight together to destroy those filthy orcs, or die in glory.
I see the Commissariat is still recruiting vainglorious fools to do their bidding. There'll be plenty of opportunities to die, Commissar. Thousands of orcs are flowing from the jungle. It's an invasion. Yet Von Straub says it's nothing. A few green-skinned devils lucky enough to have found their way through the jungle. But you will see. Prepare your men. Deploy in defensive positions down the line. Here they come!
Alright. Control the victory hexes until new orders arrive. So the victory hexes are the front line. There is a secondary line we're probably going to have to fall back to. We've got these guys at the front. Refresh, so let's get into the purchase menu. Anti-tank support is nice. My defensive line is along here. So we'll have the anti-tank support in there. Devil Dog there. Infantry in there. Infantry in there. Lehman Russ. It's fairly central for that. Lehman Russ. Another infantry unit here. My new Hydra. Bit of cover there. Right. Those poor buggers at the front are going to die while we dig in. Try a fire support team. That there. Artillery. Good old Basilisk. Can sit here. Got 2 more slots. One to 4. The laser destroyer is 90% army breaker. 100 cannons only got 40%. I need something that will chop up the orcs as they come in. I think a couple of annihilators. Got las cannons, which is good armor break, but they've also got a good amount of fire. I feel like the annihilators are my best bet here. And they're armoured so they can move around quite easily. And we've got the backup for hexes there. Alright. Hold to believe. You just need those guys to do as much damage as they can before they die. It's mostly Gretchen and light forces, so there are some kill crushers. Right, that unit's going to need replenishment straight away. Yeah, this is our first wave and a half, isn't it? The mortar support is taking hits. Right. So this force here immediately just needs replacement. And you get these guys out of the trenches. So your weapons should be fairly good against. It's 4 auto cans, not great armor piercing, but lots of shots. Looking forward to move you down to fire support these guys. Bolter's got them in the open. Let's just keep those guys not interested, but what was I going to say? Put on the word. Yeah, interested works. Okay, so we got troops here. We have dug in. Everyone's shot who can shoot. I'll get control of these guys. Probably not a great use of my forces there, but right, you can hold in there. Yeah. Alright, 1 turn held. Oh god, it's like the overrun noise. I know that noise. They can overrun. I don't like how many of them in the trench system. going to be a fight and a half, isn't it? Yep, thought so. That does not count towards my limit. Focus the armor on killing those guys. Get them out the flipping trenches, thank you very much. You can get into the trenches. Much rather kill that guy. Oh, you're going to be in a tough spot. At least their morale's down, so they're not going to do as much damage. I feel like we're being bypassed by a lot of the force. Well, these guys are being bypassed, so we need to keep them in the fight. You've all shot. You haven't shot. You can always move you back next turn. They're not getting through that firepower. Now just end the turn. And the tank boys did a shot. Oh, you're not being bypassed anymore. They are pushing into my lines. Pushing in hard. Alright, I need to replenish your losses. Right. This needs to stop. You can come down here. Cut them open. Ah, one gun less than you need to kill him. Reduce him down. Bombard, what can you do? You can reduce their numbers down a chunk. See if they can draw off some interest. Okay, so it's not bad. I've still got a good chunk of points. I've not lost too much in this first few waves. This is going to be interesting when these guys die and he starts coming in. There's two of them. They're doing okay actually to weaken them. Now, they did some good damage before they went out. The orcs are getting a bit confused about who they should be attacking. That's why I left them in there. Alright, let's shift these guys up like ruins. You put fire to that guy. Heavy weapon platform, just mow down from Gretchen in the fields. Right. you're currently doing nothing. Moving down to here. And you two are going to have to stay to attend to that. Kill as many Gretchen as you can, lads. You're fighting for the Empire. The Imperium, sorry, Empire. Kill that guy. Because he's right next to my front. And right, that is everybody has fired. I'm glad I got the missile guys there and a bunch of tanks, because this is going to get a little hairy. Everyone said they're going to die, which means this force here is going to come up towards these guys. I left these guys up here to deal with them for this exact purpose. Get the kill. Hold that location. Get the kill. Neither of them can hurt each other. Put out the fires. Kill them all. Into the trench system. It's not much, but we may as well replenish their losses. Rest and refit actually doesn't hurt, does it? Bit of morale. Okay, so we survived the first wave. As long as we put fire into this guy. Oh, it's still going. I thought it was my turn. But that's a bit optimistic. Ooh, he did not like that. Which firepower did this guy absorb? There we go. Nice bit of rest and refitting for most of these guys. I think I need to do it with them just to improve their morale. The Gretchen are less of a threat. Right, likewise with you guys, let's get that morale back up. Cover, morale's at 85, doop. They need some rest as well. Just holding, so. See what next wave of orcs looks like. The fact these guys are still alive means that these guys are going to be whittled down. Of course they're attacking in entrenched position. Let's just replenish losses where we can. Move the vanquisher back up to a more central position. Yeah, let's replace your morale. Holding Britain down well, actually. Fall back to the river to form a new defensive line. Okay. Let's replace your losses for this turn. Oh, Devil's up back. Right. I need to get someone into those 3 hexes, but that's secondary. Senior objective, just oh yeah, I need to hold those, so I really should just be pulling back. Send some more troops up north as well. These guys are selling their life for the Emperor, like good Imperial Guardsmen. Ooh. Well, they've done well. Gretchen 15, Gretchen 11, Nob's 10. That's a bit worrying. Alright. You need to run. So you're going to get into this position. You're going to zoom to there. Basques is going to run. Move them fire. Sorry, fire them move. Apparently I cheaped out on transports. Oh well, not much I can do about those two. Up here. I'm not going to bother replacing them. They're dead. I don't think whatever I do won't hold them another turn. Yeah, I should have used that turn of grace to retreat. So they came out a lot quicker than I thought they were going to do. A lot of movement off camera as well, which is a bit terrifying. Hopefully my new deployment zone's back there. Just don't kill the tanks. Alright. Location held. I think the tanks are actually better off retreating in this direction. Good tanky boys. Right, okay, let's purchase a new infantry unit. Anti-tank. Deploy it there, that's good. Again, I just cheaped out on the force support. Alright, please don't catch up with that guy on the rear. Yeah, them getting across this bridge is going to be difficult though. This is a strong defensive position. If I could hold that first trench line, I could definitely hold this. Even though there is a lot of off-map movement. Excellent, we're retreating faster than they can advance. We're gonna hold here for a turn. Mainly so we can get our guys across. Move the Basilisk to a defensive position. And Valkyrie up to here. No, this is looking pretty good. I'm quite liking this positioning. I want to get these infantry into here and then have the tanks around here. A tank here. This guy can fly around. Hopefully the train will slow them down. I want to get those guys in and get them morale back up. Yep, the orcs have taken that hex, but it's not one of the victory ones anymore. Glory is doing quite well actually. Yep, first orcs are trying to cross the river. Alright. You take that. You get up. You're the next one to cross. Alright. Not bad positioning, actually. I'm going to save that Lehman Russ, which is important because it's cheaper to replace losses than it is to get new units. They've just taken the southern zone. Yeah, this is where we need to spread out on this side of the river. I need to use my range as an advantage. That's a lot of off-map movement. I'm expecting jump boys or something like that. Alright. We now hold all the objectives. You're into a safe zone. You're into a safe zone. Then trying to cross there will get bloody. We're entrenched and firing across a line. So we can just replenish them this turn. That seems perfectly acceptable. Disband, why would we disband a unit? I'm recovering morale while we're here. Alright, orcs don't have good range. This is not a good position for them to be attacking. It's a much easier mission than the last one. Yep, thank you for the free glory. So it's 284 at the start of the turn. So much off-map movement. I'm not even keeping track of how much glory I'm getting. 344. Okay. $361. Oh, it's for any kill. That's interesting. It doesn't matter if they replenish their losses or not. Whether you shoot that guy up. Alright. Place your losses. Improve your morale. Everyone else is sitting pretty. They've all fired. Because if he attacks, he dies. Excellent. The hero. Wonder if I can rename him. That'd be the best thing if you can rename units. Instead of number 1, he's a bridge holder. Might be too early in a game to be just doing stuff like that. Oh no, we can name him. That's the bridge holder. Oh, take the turn to replace your losses then. Is that all you got? Is that all you got? I like doing stuff like that when you get a unit that comes up with some, like, just holds the line. It's like, oh, excellent. I can just rename this guy and give him an actual character. I need to check the morale on my basilisk, actually. He's taking a bit of hits. These are the Mega Odd Boys of Sluggers, okay. We'll put their name to the test. I'm going to try and kill these with everyone but the bridge holder, and then we'll see how it goes after that. Shoot with the further back units first. I think it's better to replace his losses than shoot. You step forward one, you can put some more fire out. Yeah, that's fine. We're still holding this hex. We can just rotate people through it. It's fine. Ooh. They got copters. I said they'd have something flying, wouldn't I? I thought jump boys, but no, I didn't think it's just copters. Well, they need to die. I mean, those Gretchen at the front is actually a mistake for them. Those burner boys also. Not a good life choice. Farming glory. Now we need to kill those death copters. They are an actual threat. You know the drill. Put your fire on the enemy. Rebuild your morale a little bit. You gentlemen have all shot. Awesome. Nah, this is actually looking a bit more worrying. You know, with him up there. Okay, we can get him. The Gretchen can't really hurt the tank. That Skullhammer, however. Okay, it took some hits. The rocket boys did their job. This is turn 18. Just gotta keep our lads alive. I'm gonna replenish his losses because I just don't wanna. I'm gonna replenish him because I don't lose him a hero on the last turn. So then Lehman Russ is gonna have to fight. Get killed, get killed, get killed. No. His armor is too high. 0 damage. There we go, we got him. Alright. That last turn rush was a little bit of a thing, wasn't it? And just mow some boys down, because you can. We're doing it for the glory. And that was victory. Excellent.
Golden Throne! We have held them long enough. Commander, I have been receiving numerous reports from all across the front. Our entire line is collapsing. All the regiments retreat towards Hades and Infernus Hives. Our defences are the only ones still holding. We must retreat now, or be surrounded. There is nothing more we can do. Fall back!
Princeps, this farce has gone on for far too long. I fear that if I do not intervene soon, this planet and its people will become the laughingstock of this sector. I have therefore drawn up a new battle plan, at the forefront of which will be the Legio Metallica and the Armageddon 1st Armored Tank. Between the might of your titans and the guns of my tanks, I have every faith that we will crush these accursed greenskins once and for all. I am told by some of my more pessimistic advisors that you will be faced with a great horde of orcs. I am sure they are exaggerating, and it is only a few hundred, but humor them I must. Let me assure you, Princeps, I do not expect you to have to deal with anything more than a minor skirmish. Perhaps you should look at it as a chance to get in some target practice. I'm sure I do not need to remind you that I will expect nothing less than the total annihilation of these abhorrent creatures.
Well met, Commander. I see you've been busy slaying orc scum. You and your troops have done enough for now. Fall back towards Infernus or Hades. The Legio Metallica will take it from here.
Titans! It is truly an honor to witness the gods of war in action. We must aid them if we can, but the Princeps has created a route which we can use to make our way towards the Palidus Mountains. I know our forces are mustering there, but why send the Legio forward unsupported? Unless this is another of von Straub's ingenious plans.
Straub? Do not talk to me of that man. Overlord Hermann von Straub is the greatest waste of flesh and bone in the last 500 years. I told him 3 of the Greenskin tribes were unaccounted for on Prime, that their leader was up to something. And what did he say? That they were being held in reserve. Have you ever heard of an orc sitting idly by when there's fighting and looting to be had? Those tribes have been slogging through the jungle all this time, and they're nearly here. Only now does von Straub act. He sends us, the Legio Metallica, to a battle we cannot win. But we'll do what we must, and we'll make sure the orcs pay dearly. I'd recommend keeping your men back, Commander. Steel hammer tends to get hot during the heat of battle.
He's suicide running the Titans. Clear path to move auxiliary Titan unit to the victory axe. Do not move any other units near the victory axe. Where's the victory axe? A steel hammer? Oh, he's only sent one Titan. I'm deploying here. That's the victory axe. And then we've got a bunch of orc stuff down there. Alright, this is a problem for next time. Thanks for watching. See you then.